Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to work on a Plomb. This is an old Plomb. It's got the arrow heads on them. It's a WF21. Looks like at one time it was chrome plated. Pretty cool, I think. And it works. Actually sounds pretty good. It's in good. I've got a couple of these 1/2-inch drive, but I don't have a 3/8. So this is a cool find here. Take it apart real quick. I don't think this one's ever been apart by the looks of it. Somebody painted the handle red. I might leave it like that just to be seen. It's faded, but I don't care. These are pretty simple. I'm excited to get the handle cleaned on this. Oh yeah, it's in good shape. Oh, somebody was in this one. That's a homemade cut washer. It's a piece of, you can't tell, it's nylon. It's like a fibrous cardboard. Check that out. So somebody has been in this. They didn't like the play in it. Yeah, there's fresh grease in it. Look. Check that out. Well, somebody was proud of their tools. It's nice to see somebody take care of their tools. Let's get these springs out so I don't lose them. Yep, somebody took care of their tools. How come that don't want to come out? There it goes. I guess I just wasn't holding my mouth. Wheel bearing grease. I got some of that. Looky, looky. Check that out. Made in USA. It's not in bad shape at all. The teeth are in excellent shape. Yeah. All right. Not bad. I'm happy. It's nice to find a good tool. I think I got like $1 in this thing. I'm gonna leave the washer on there. He used the nylon gasket to take up the slop, the in-play slop in it. And this thing's old. It's got some years. These were made in like 1920s, early 30s, I think. Could be a little off on my dates, but I don't think so. I'll have to look. Oh yeah. Now that's chrome plated too. Get a little bit of the rust spot off of it. I think it'll be all right. You know what? I might as well clean the gear. Let me finish cleaning the gear off and then we'll go to the wire wheel. I need to clean these paws off too. All right, guys, wire wheeled it. It's in excellent condition. I mean, there's almost no dents whatsoever in this thing. And wire wheel the top of that, and then I'm just gonna buff this. But this, I'm gonna run it over the 320 wheel, the pink wheel, and then go back over the 400 and polish. Yeah, I'll just polish that, the top of that. I'm not gonna do anything else to that. All right, let's go to the wheel. All right, I'm kind of ready to put this thing together. I was gonna leave it like this, but I think I'm gonna glue the inside down here. Don't have to, but I will, just because I want to. My tools, my rules. You guys can do whatever you want with your tools. Stick them in a bucket, let them rust. Let someone like me come along, buy them cheap, and make them usable again. All right. Well, don't remember which way is which. It really doesn't matter. So, like so. What I'm gonna do is, I was using this little cup for grease and I don't like it. Do not like it. You know what, that nylon, I'll just put a slight sliver right there. No. I'll put a little more. All right. Now what's easy about these, they just drop in. You just slide these little, I was gonna say, my fingers are in the way. Slide these little paws. Like that. Let me get the springs off my magnet here. I didn't clean the springs off They're not rusted. They have a little bit of grease on them, so I'm leaving the grease that's on them. Oh. Big fingers. Or at least they feel big when you're trying to put something together. I turned it just where that paw caught in there. These are simple. These are really easy. That's it. There's nothing to it. Though 50-50 chance of putting it together right. And what did I do? I put it together wrong. This does not go with this part. Yeah, that sucks. But, oh well. I can show you. You can take it apart. Ain't no big deal. Nobody gonna die from it. See if I can pop this out without losing the springs. Yep. Let's just put the plumb. This is going to be the hard part. Sliding this without losing the spring dealies. Oh heck, I might as well show you right way to do it instead of the bass-ackwards way I was doing it right now. Come on out of there. Why does the spring come out? Why does this want to be so... Oh, it is cut so perfectly. Okay, drop on out of there then. Let's do it like this then. Since he wants to be difficult. You don't have to put a lot of grease. It doesn't take a ton. But you can put on there how much you want. Some people like a whole lot of grease in there. I've been online watching guys, other videos, and some of these guys, they pack it full. You don't even have to use grease. If you take care of your tools pretty halfway decent, you can just spray it with oil, put a little oil in there, a little motor oil, and you'd just be fine. You don't have to do what some of these other, you know, or what I say to do. You can do whatever you want. Except don't let it fall apart like I just did. Wonder if I can get it in there without having... Yeah, I got it. Let's quit playing and do this correctly. Slide that over. Spring right there. Then I'm going to slide the selector over to compress the spring down. And when you do that, gives you an opportunity to slide that. Gives you a little more room to slide the spring in. Now, before we go any further, I should have greased the gear before I got here. That's all right. Now I'm putting a lot of grease on this one. Oh well. So you don't have to. You can use oil. This is lithium Mobile 1 stuff. And I've said this before, it's what I use at work. We've been using it for decades out there, so it works. I'll use it. To drop this in, you need to set the selector about halfway, and then it'll fit over left or right. See, I'm selecting left and right. Now, this had a bushing here plate. Just like that. Really simple, guys. I'm not gonna put Loctite on. Yeah, I'm gonna put Loctite. I talked myself out of it, in and out of it a couple times. I got it on the table, I might as well use it. I'll actually probably use these ratchets. I've used the other ones, the 1/2-inch ones. Hold it together. If you don't hold it together, it will come apart on you. I'm just so snug these down. I'm not tighten them to where they're 150 pounds of torque. It don't need that. Oh man, quiet, listen. Almost nothing. That is awesome. That is way cool. Old rusty piece of junk. Look at that, now it looks good. It'll look better when I'm done, but it looks really good. I think what I'm gonna do now, this video might be long. All my videos are long, I don't care. I try to show what I do. Some people might get something out of it. If I'm in the shop working on a tool, I make a video. I'm cleaning this area with carburetor cleaner. See the black stuff coming out? You can clean it. And all the reason I'm cleaning it is so when I put the bluing on here, it takes good. You can use denatured alcohol. I use carburetor cleaner. It's just, I found that's what works for me, so I use it. It's no big deal. All right. Don't need much of this stuff. Yeah, let me spray my brush off with some carb cleaner. I think I dropped it the other day. Nothing fancy. Oh, the bluing I'm using, sorry, just in case somebody's at. I like this stuff. The other brand I use too, but you have to rinse it. This you don't have to rinse off. Both of them work well. It's cold bluing. Boy, it's turning black almost instantly. Holy smokes. You know, most people look at these old wrenches like that, especially like this one that had rust on it. They're going to pass over it because they think it's not worth it. It's old. It's not the current model. It's not a 92 tooth or 104 tooth or whatever, but the steel quality on this is excellent. And this is before the atomic bomb. So this has got no carbon, what do you say, atomic signature. At least from the explosion. It has from, you know, a lot of ore has its own radiation, but this predates World War II. This wrench is probably close to 100, between 90 and 100 years old, I'll bet. Now, this material, this bluing, this cold bluing, you just set it on there for about 30 seconds and then you wipe it off. just like that. Then you go over it with some steel wool, 4/0 steel wool. That's all there is to it. It's real simple. Trying to get in the edges. That's it. I don't know if you can tell it's black, but it is. You can see where on the edge there where I've got a rim line. I don't care about that. See it? One side's nice. I think I'll do the other side too. Might as well. All right. Let me finish up and then we'll see the end product. All right, guys. Almost done. We'll throw a coat of wax on it. I use this Mother's cleaner wax. I'm not waxing the bluing part because I don't think it's set long enough. I should have. I don't have time. I got to go back to work tomorrow, so I do what I can with the little time I got. Some of us have to work to eat, and I love my steak. All right, guys, check that out. Oops, let's turn around this way. Plomb turned out great. It was rusty pretty much before. WF21, 3/8, made in USA. Turned out really nice. Works great. These are a simple design. If you find these old, they're flat. I like the heads on these. These are thin. They fit in, especially on some of your Chevrolets where your alternator, your starter bolts are in a, not starter, but your alternator bolts are in a bad spot. But anyways, that is a nice, good, used wrench for $1. I'm pretty sure I got $1 in this. I got less, $2, no, I'm pretty sure it's $1. Tell me that ain't cool. I'm pretty sure this is about 90 years old. I'm pretty close on that, I think. So this is the only 3/8 I've got like this style Plomb. I have some others, newer versions, but they're, I think, Protos. But yeah, I got a good wrench. Whoever had this took care of it because they took, what they used, the nylon. I heard of people using cardboard pieces to take up the slack because there's too much movement in the head, and that's what the nylon's for. Yeah, actually, probably the best thing to use is, back in the day, I think they used to use milk jugs. I think my dad used to use milk jugs all the time, plastic milk jugs. The thickness was just right. He'd use that for a shim on anything. So, anyways, cool, man, this thing just sounds so good. It looks, and whoever had it took care of their tools. They did not abuse this. They didn't hit it with a hammer. That's impressive for as old as this is. I bet one person owned this most of its life because it was in too good a shape inside, because they greased it, and it had wheel bearing grease. I'm pretty sure that was wheel bearing grease, which doesn't matter. You can use whatever you want. You can oil these. If you just want oil, it's fine. And if you see, it has a little end play in the anvil. I'm going to try to show it to you here. See how it has a little bit of, all of them have that. Very few of the old ones don't have a little play like that, but that ain't going to hurt anything. It will not hurt a thing. I'm not even oiling the detent. Doesn't need it. It's in that good a shape. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You like what I did? I think it turned out great. For $1, it is worth every bit. And like I said, look for the old tools out there, ladies and gentlemen. Find that junk and do a little. You could do everything I did here with a Dremel tool. You don't have to have grinders and bench. Everybody owns a bench grinder and they probably don't use them. Just put a little wire wheel on there and a little fiber wheel. You don't even have to polish it. You can clean your tools up just fine with that. I polish because I like to, and I like to see the outcome. And this steel turned out really good now that I'm getting my fingers all over it. Sometimes when you hit a polish, some steel just instantly brightens and some doesn't. I don't know enough about that. I just know sometimes it works great, sometimes it don't. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good day.